People often ask me how I'm able to work from home and have a productive day, despite the distractions that I might have, like the TV set, social media, or my husband, because he also often works from home. And I must say, it takes a lot of discipline, and I mean discipline with a capital D. So, here are some of the ways you can practice self discipline. Learn to focus better in the morning. Before I started practicing self-discipline, the first thing I would do when I wake up would be to scroll through my phone, see the emails that have come in, social media notifications and all that. And depending on how the emails were flowing, sometimes I would find myself seated on my machine working in my lingerie. I know it sounds bad, but in my lingerie up until midday. I get to shower at midday or even in the late afternoon because I didn't focus better. But I switched that up because I had to practice discipline. So the first thing I do in the morning, I don't scroll through my phone. I get my phone, plug it into charge, and then get out. I do a few things around the house, then get into the shower. As I'm showering, the time I spend in the shower, I get to think about my goals for the day, my tasks for the day. I get to picture each and everything that I wish to do through the day, like what I would wish to do before breakfast, after lunch, and have my whole day mapped out well so that I don't start my day spontaneously. Because if when you start your day spontaneously, a lot of things can easily come in and distract you because you're just going with the flow. So by the time I start my day, I already know clearly what I want to do through the day, and so I go by what I have planned for the day, not just spontaneously. Secondly, I start my day top heavy, and by that I mean, depending on the kind of tasks I have for the day, I prioritize them according to how challenging they are or according to how hard they are. And personally, I don't like doing paperwork like CGE, proposals, report writing. I really dread doing paperwork. So in case in my day I have a task of working on some paperwork, then that will come at the top. I'll start my day by tackling that because it is something that I dread. It's something that is kind of challenging for me. So I start my day top heavy. After doing paperwork, the next thing that is challenging and all that, I prioritize them according to how challenging they are. And this has really helped me be more disciplined because in the morning my mind is still clear. I am not distracted. I haven't even opened social media or anything. So my mind is clear. I get to concentrate on that challenging task with a clear mind, with a fresh mind, so I give it my all. And in most cases, I end up being productive in that area. So that has also helped me practice self-discipline. It has kind of made things a little bit easier for me. The other thing I practice is I practice delayed gratification. You know how sometimes we were kids, and sometimes you want your parent to buy you something. It could be a toy, it could be a pair of shoes, and when you ask for it, the parents are like, if you perform well in school, we'll get you that toy, we'll get you that pair of shoes. So I got that analogy and applied it here in practicing self-discipline as well. Because we all have things we love indulging in, things we love doing given the opportunity. To some of us, it could be food, it could be ice cream, some dessert, it could be some wine, it could be, going out. So how I practice delayed gratification, or how you can practice delayed gratification, is first of all to identify what you love indulging in. So let's say you love ice cream. So you have a tin of ice cream in your fridge. What you do is you resist from having that scoop of ice cream and then challenge yourself to perform a certain task before you can have that ice cream. So personally for me, I love me some wine. And when I'm going through my day, sometimes if it's a day I would like to indulge, I would have to challenge myself to finish all my official tasks, go out for a workout, prepare dinner. That is when I get to have my glass of wine. So I find myself performing all my tasks with enthusiasm because I'm looking forward to having my glass of wine. Each task I tick off, I feel like, yeah, I'm drawing closer to my glass of wine. I'm about to start, winding down my day. So it has helped me handle some of my tasks with more enthusiasm, and you have to be disciplined to practice this. You have to make sure you do not cheat. You don't go and have that glass of wine before finishing all you have challenged yourself to do. Even if it's a scoop of ice cream, you don't have it until you have finished everything you had planned to do. And lastly, stop giving into distraction. I know it is very hard to resist distraction. Otherwise, there wouldn't be need for practicing self-discipline if there were no distractions. And in this day and era, some of the things that distract us most are like our devices, our phones. God, do they have notifications? Facebook, WhatsApp, YouTube, Instagram, emails. Like when you have your gadgets near you, you're easily distracted because of those notifications. Do, a few seconds. Do. So you have to stop giving in to those distractions. And some of the ways you can stop giving into those distractions is by being more intentional about them. If you know you're easily swayed away by social media, then switch it off. Personally, I use the do not disturb functionality of my phone. I know some phones only have the airplane mode, but mine has both. It has the airplane mode and the do not disturb mode. So the difference between the two is that for airplane mode, if the phone is in the airplane mode, calls don't go through. But for mine, the do not disturb mode is quite different, because for it the phone will go through better. The call will come through, but the phone will not ring. I won't hear it ringing, neither will it vibrate. And the same goes for social media notifications. When the messages come in, even emails, I don't get the pop-up notifications, neither does it make the sound. So basically the phone is quiet. I have it next to me, but it's quiet. And when I switch off the do not disturb mode, all the notifications, start running in everything, then I am notified. So I use that often when I want to sit down and really focus on something I use the do not disturb mode so much, and I really love it. I really like it because I get to concentrate, and then later on, after when I'm having a break, then I get to see the messages of people who have been messaging me, or the emails, everything that would have distracted me from being more productive at that time T. I get to see it and tend to it at a later time. So those are some of the ways you can practice self-discipline. Just to recap, these are some of the ways you can practice self-discipline. 1. Learn how to focus better in the morning. Secondly, start your day top heavy. Thirdly, practice delayed gratification. And lastly, stop giving into distractions. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.